guys, so I finished another sketchbook last week, and I decided I want to start filming these, not only because I like to watch other people's sketchbook videos, but also for security reasons, like just in case I ever lose this sketchbook, I'll still have it all recorded. So this is Pentalic sketchbook, the wire-bound one. It's 70-pound papers and it's 80 sheets and 11 by 8.5 inches. And I like this a lot. It has decent tooth, so it takes pencil really well. But it also is heavy enough where you can do really light watercolor, and it takes markers like okay as well. But yeah, so instead of having like first page anxiety in a sketchbook, I just like to make it sort of a title page. So it's covered in stickers and all that. It's fun to look at when you open your sketchbook, and it says September 18th here, but that's actually the day I bought it. But I have 2 other sketchbooks that I keep as well, one in my purse and one in my backpack, and I spent a lot of time in my backpack one actually, so I didn't start this until November. So this also isn't the only sketching I've been doing since fall. I have those 2 other sketchbooks as well. So going into the sketchbook, I was actually in the middle of an art block, so this stuff isn't like my favorite ever. It's like princessy. This was right after Inktober, I think, so I was getting back into like colorful stuff. This is Copic, so the paper takes it decently well. This is also Color Erase, but the paper takes Copic okay. It's not like Copic paper or anything, but it, like, even the bleed through is not that bad. And I keep a piece of scrap paper in my sketchbook so that I can put it behind papers when I use markers. This was me testing out new colors I bought. I was a cartoonist for my school newspaper, so that's just that. I taped them in. That's Piper. This is actually Bristol board that I just cut out and stuck in here because didn't have anywhere else to put it. Expression practice. I don't even know what that is. I guess I was trying out an ink brush. It's not the Pentel ink brush. It's actually, it might be like a Pentel color or something, but it's not the pocket brush. My highlighters were dying, so they weren't like highlighting in my textbook correctly, so I used them to do this. I think skeleton, but the hands are really too small. Copic again, but it's lineless, I think. Like, I tried to do that. I'm also, like, if you could tell, not one of the kinds of people that like fills up every single page of their sketchbook, which is like, some people see it as wasteful, but I use both sides and stuff. But like, I usually don't. I guess not. I do it more towards the end of the sketchbook, but I don't like fill every space because I don't like to cram drawings in, but probably should, maybe. Those are my cat who is sleeping next to me. I don't know what that is. This is, I bought that shirt with all the ice creams on it, so I drew it. That's a high-tech C marker on top of Color Erase. See, this is like watercolor. It takes it, like there is some buckling, but it took it pretty well. Like, it didn't destroy the paper or anything, but it did buckle. That's just normal colored pencils on newsprint, I think. That was my Halloween costume. These are people I was drawing from life that were sitting in my class. Again, people drawing. These are from life. They're kids in my art class. Because we finished our work early on the last day of the semester. These were my characters from 5th grade. Me and my friend made like a farm, kind of all these like fruit and vegetable characters, so I decided to remake some of them. So 5th grade, these are 6 years ago, I believe. So that's Lemon adult, transformed here, and then these I had drawings of these also in my old 5th grade sketchbook thing, but obviously they're humongous. Cherry monkeys, the mango cow is here, kiwi cat, citrus kid. I really had great names. We came up with some good ones. Starfruit dude who's always drunk. This is Nico D'Angelo because I bought a brush pen and I wanted to try it. It's like a felt tippy one. It's not like a real brush. This was, I went to the art store and I like to try out supplies before I buy them, so I always like do quick sketches in here and see if I actually like them before I spend money on them. That's Danny Phantom. That's me as a Jedi. I think this is when Star Wars came out. Yeah, it's not a very interesting design, but hey! Okay, sorry, that was my dog. This is Rapunzel, and the hair is with metallic. It's like a little bit metallic. I don't know if the camera picks it up at all. These are from, I don't know if those are from photo reference or just me being dumb. These are, I think, for photo reference. I don't know if you could see these at all. But they were, I think I timed myself for like 3 minutes. Again, more of these. This was a study sketch of Caravaggio's, I want to say, The Inspiration of St. Matthew. I know it's one of the St. Matthew paintings. That was a really watered down gouache, and that was from a photo reference. These are from a Tom Ford catalog that my dad got in the mail, so I drew them. Squash and stretch practice. I still really need to work on that more. I don't need it. That's just sketches. Thumbnails for pieces I want to make. More Jedi, me. Ballpoint pen. That's one of my friends. Her again. Solangelo. This is, I hit another art block. These are me and one of my friends, my friend Casey, came up with Renaissance artist characters named Marinara and Alfredo. Percy and Annabeth, I think that's Nico. Darkness. Lysandra from Throne of Glass, Piper from Percy Jackson. Witchy thing. Thumbnails. This is the week I started watching Miraculous Ladybug, and that's my friend from class. So I doodled these while watching, so there's no pencil sketch or anything because I was more invested in the show than. I watercolored this while watching too. It like bled a lot, but yeah. But yeah, like this paper does take watercolor, okay. These are doodles with highlighters that I did on printer paper. This is when I was stuck at someone's house and they only had Crayola pencils. Like these ones, Crayola pencils. So I was doodling with those, even though they're not really erasable. These are Crayola crayons. These are the ugliest pen drawings ever. The pink ones are people from my class. That's Percy Jackson. That's, what's his name? Oh my god. Velasquez. In the back of that famous painting with the little girl. Los Meninos or something. I don't actually know what it's called. That was a joke with my friend. The Creation of Cadam. Pastel stuff. My teacher asked me if I have mental like if I'm mentally stable when I drew a hand in this color. I don't, because she told us to push the colors. That's watercolor with lines versus without lines first. That's from Life too. That was a vase of flowers. I really like to sketch in these high-tech C markers. Let me see if I can find one here. They're pens, not markers. These. Oops. These things, high-tech C. They're really tiny nib. I don't know if you could see that. They're great for sketching, even though sketches don't really come out like the best, but I feel like I learn a lot with them that I can apply to other stuff. That is a picture I took on my phone, and then I drew it with microns. This is a micron brush pen that I bought. It's like okay, but the tip is not great, and these look ugly. That's with an actual brush and ink, like a jar of ink, and yeah. And then I watered it down and stuff. More thumbnails. They don't really make sense. This is Crayola marker. That's the day I bought a skin tone set because I have a lot of Crayola markers from when I was little, and I was like, I'm gonna use them, so I did. That's a Picasso, I think, at LACMA. These are plain sketches. That's my friend's, this is my friend, and that's my friend's brother eating noodles. This is my friend in the pool. We went on a trip together. My friend Casey, the same one from the Marinara and Alfredo, drew this in my sketchbook when we met up in New York. I don't think that's from photo reference. I think I was just doodling. More Miraculous Ladybug. These are Crayola markers. And I actually didn't even use the skin tone set that I bought because I think it was like somewhere else. So I just mixed a bunch of like random colors to make the skin tones, and I used a little bit of colored pencil as well. But I like how vibrant they are. Mermaids. I didn't actually post these for Mermaid anywhere because too many people I know follow me and they're like, nudity. So I actually don't post the nude stuff that I do, even though I like actually draw a lot of it because that's important. Percy and Annabeth. That was a request on Tumblr. That's one of my friends that I like, I guess, cartoonified. That's Miraculous Ladybug. Oh no, some of my friend is getting on it. I guess there's like some transfer. But it's not as bad as Paper Without Tooth, at least. But I can totally erase that because it's cool erase. This is Crayola markers as well. These are just doodles. I don't know where they're from. That was based off a picture I saw, but it's not I did not reference it correctly. I just saw it and I was like, I'm gonna draw that face. That's my friend Elizabeth. This is the day I got my Pentel pocket brush pen, and that's the same gross micron brush pen that sucks. This is me trying out the pocket brush pen. That's a cool sticker with a lizard on it. This is Hazel that I did with I did the outlines of this in the brush pen because I wanted to see how it would hold up against other stuff, and that's Crayola markers again. I find Crayola markers great for sketchbook work because it doesn't matter if they're light fast or not because it's a sketchbook. You're not putting it in a frame. Raina, these are microns. Percy, I did the sketch in yellow micron and then went over it in some other color. Nico, Talia in Crayola markers. That's just in a really cheap felt tip, not a brush pen. That's Punk Jason that my friend dared me to draw. This is, I kind of like this, but the eyes are like way too far apart and it bothers me. That's gold paint pen though, if the camera picks that up. Miraculous Ladybug again. I was trying to put her in my own style more and play around with it. This is watercolor and high-tech C pen on top of it because it's not waterproof, so I had to do it at the end. This is kind of metallic-y. I don't know if the camera picks that up at all, but the dress is shimmery. This is when I met Sarah J. Maas. The best day ever. That's Feyre from Echo Math. Ant Girl. Miraculous Ladybug again. I colored that one and put it online digitally. Yeah. This is Miraculous Ladybug again, except this one I used a cheap ballpoint pen, so I can't really say like this is what Copics are like, but because it kind of smudged, but this is with Copics and that's with random highlighters that were in my pencil case, so I don't know, which one do you guys think looks better, because honestly, oh, so I was sick after this drawing for like a month, and so I spent all my free time sleeping. So this is like fast forward a month because I was dead. Like I was like falling asleep in school and everything too, so I took a break. So this is me trying to get back into drawing, and this I did start like overlapping people and stuff. This is again overlapping people, sketches from Accordimus and Fury, Feyre, Morgan, Feyre again, Amryn. That's Sabrina the Teenage Witch, because I freaking love her. Those are more of like the same sort of these kinds of sketches, except I outlined them in sparkly gel pen. That's from a photo on my phone of me. This is, I was out and I was drawing people, except they turned out horrible, but you know, and then I drew all the things I ate. I don't know if the camera picks this up at all. Let me check. Yeah, kind of. They're like sketches in a really super light blue marker of various people. That's a cat I saw in the street. I don't really know what that is. This is me, I think, in the reflection of my phone. I could have just took a picture of myself, but I didn't. Ballerina. Pretty sure that's Nico D'Angelo. I'm not gonna say who that is. And that's the end. That I drew June 30th, so I finished this July 1st though. I think I went back and drew something on July 1st. So, yep, that was, I didn't actually have like any actual markers with me, except like a few in my pencil bag. A few of those like Tombow water-based ones, so it was sort of like some kind of weird color palette challenge, except I don't know, it wasn't. I thought it was pretty fun, and I don't mind how it turned out with the limited colors, so that was fun. And then that's the end. That's a self-portrait too, except it's like pretty simplified because it was really sunny and I wanted to get out of the sun because I was drawing outside. That's Alfredo and Marinara again. This sketch I did in Italy because I went I really wanted to always go to see all the Renaissance paintings and stuff in Florence and in Rome and all that, so I finally got to go this summer, and these sketches I did there too, and these. That's why like I had a cappuccino and caprese sandwich and stuff. And then since I was in Italy, I had to draw Alfredo and Marinara again. And then this is just swatching that I do on the back. Like, obviously it's as if I don't do enough swatching like next to pieces. I also have to swatch all over here. Because sometimes when you buy something, you want to see how it looks on the paper you're using before you put it on the paper in a final piece. So I keep always the last page in my sketchbook as swatching area. Like, this is my next sketchbook. I have a render paper one, and I don't know how much I'm gonna love it because I do really like switching up the medias that I use, but already the last page is covered in swatching because I need to see how stuff reacts. Like the Copics actually bleed a lot more on this paper, which is weird because it's like specific marker paper than they do on like this. So we'll see how I deal with this sketchbook. I haven't really started it much, but yep. So, oh, and the 3 here is because it's my 3rd sketchbook of this brand that I finished, of like this, that looks like this that I finished. So I have 2 other identical ones from the past that I've also finished. So if you guys have shared sketchbooks lately, I want to see them because I always love looking at other people's sketchbooks, so link me to them, I guess, below in the comment section. Yeah, probably this will be on YouTube. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I probably want to do the 3 marker challenge next now that I'm working in a marker sketchbook, so we'll see about that. Thanks.